So we're gonna talk about the Guitars album that you made in 1975. What do you remember about making that record?
Oh, it was very exciting, I would say,
Do you remember who produced it or where it was recorded?
because I was alone, huh? I wasn't playing with other musicians.
So you recorded a lot of the demos by yourself
Yeah,
with a click track, right?
yeah, also, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's start with the first tune. There's We'll Find a Way, written by John Lee.
Yeah, but that's one I did not do. That's really one I did not do. And he never explained me how he was doing that. I don't know. But it's a genius idea. I think with it. I'm sorry. It's always with a C, what's that note? E. So I've got E here, B major 7. And then the same bass. What am I doing? But and here.
And your solo on that was more or less one take straight through?
Yeah, it was done many weeks after the rhythm section.
Ah.
Yeah, because there's something you don't know about that. In fact, the tune was all the time with that, and then no, it was it was like that. But as I was working on my album, and it was me playing guitar. In fact, there was another guitar player which I put him out of the because he had to do only to do this, huh? That other guitar player, which is a great guitar player, by the way. But what I did, I put him out, and I made a tune out of dong dong ding dong dong
Ah.
ding. That's my idea on the on the chord, because I didn't change anything about the bass.
Okay.
You see?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you wrote the melody, the bum boo dee doo.
Yeah, absolutely, that's me. He was so surprised when I showed him that.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Jerry Brown, like, wow. Yeah. So I wanted to, and I gave the copy. I don't know if it's copyright, but I left it to John Lee. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't say this is mine. I didn't, because as I already quitted the guitar player. I'm one pro guy there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do more bad things,
Oh, okay.
But this has nothing to do with all the other things I
right.
showed with you.
Yeah. So now, did you record several solos and pick the best one?
No. In this tune?
Yeah.
No. It was the first one. And then, after I finished, because I was in a room with John Lee and Jerry Brown, we were all the three of us, and I was so happy about my solo, the one So I said, I'm going to let me try another one, but it wasn't good. So that was that 100%. I didn't touch anything. Yeah. It's really no, it's like that.
Yeah, and you're using your Les Paul with distortion and some kind of modulation pedal.
Oh, I don't think so. You think so? I don't know.
Yeah, it's your German phaser pedal.
At that time, was it that one? It could be.
I think
now
so.
I don't. The problem is that I don't remember.
Yeah, we haven't been able to figure out what phaser pedal that was, but you said it was big, right?
No, it's not that big.
Okay.
No. It's just I have one of them somewhere. I can show you, but I don't have it in front of my eyes now, but it's. I saw it a few days ago.
Okay.
But I don't know where I put it. No, it's not big at all.
Okay. I'd be very interested to know what it is.
Yeah, it's a. Then I have to. Yeah, then I have to find it because the label. It's a German thing. It's a label. Yeah, it's very nice. I always like it.
So the next tune is 5,000 Policemen, which we've talked about a lot, but I wonder if we could go over it again because there's very interesting things happening on that tune.
Yeah, but that's really interesting in the sense that I had read somewhere from a classical, not a jazz, a classical book. Mm-hmm. But now I don't remember. Why did I start? Yeah, because, in that chapter, the writer was showing that every mode has a different something, a different
flavor, you could say.
Yeah, so I did on once on the first I did that with the mode of
Lydian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So only I don't know if it's 2 bars or 4 bars, I don't know. And then after that
you go backwards through the modes in that song.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the chapter in that book I was reading was what are the modes?
Yeah.
Legion, then after but at the same time, because there was something else happening at the same time, how did I do that? Because I started with an E, then with a, what's that, F sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to.
Yes. A whole step. The chords are moving up by a whole step, and the modes are moving backwards.
Yeah, so it was really something that I was thinking, that's a funny idea. Like there's 2 different things happening at the same time. Mm-hmm. How did I don't know. And then I built it up on that idea. When it goes backwards in another little later on, I don't have a paper here with me.
I think we talked about it when Charlie starts to solo. It's those chords going backwards. And
yeah.
And you said he was improvising. That was his first take solo.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
No, I said that just to say that he did something fantastic with something he never did before. And at the end, I also did it. I don't remember where that came from my brain. I just. And then it starts again from the whole top.
Yeah. Now, these are the kinds of things you've used the word intellectual before with me. You've said that kind of writing is intellectual. Is that accurate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Where there's some structure and thought behind it that you're working with.
Yeah, and it's the same thing, but I did that with many tunes, by the way, with different things.
Yeah, we're going to get to those.
I didn't do always the same one.
Yeah. Now, what if we talk about Sneezing Bull?
Sneezing Bull, yeah, that's a dish. But let's speak about another one first. And what is the other tunes there?
We could talk about Homecomings.
Yeah, Homecomings is a... That's the base of it. Then. And then. That's it.
Yes.
But there's a bridge afterwards.
Yes.
But this is really the. And in fact, I think I was doing this on piano.
Oh, okay. There is piano on the record, yes.
But I mean, I composed it like that, but I don't think there's any piano there. I don't know.
There's two notes you play, just the high.
Yeah, this one has the two notes.
Yes. Yes.
And again the same, but with another bass. But when I change here with a. See? Then. That's it.
Yes. Do you remember writing that song?
I was, at that time, I had my computer, not my computer, I'm sorry. Not on a computer, but on a...
You had a reel-to-reel machine, right? A tape machine?
Yeah. So, it was already decided that what I played to you 1 minute ago, or two, is... If you see... There's a tune called Isabel.
Yes.
Okay, Isabel is the tune of without the melody. Is this?
Yes.
There's no melody there.
Yes.
Okay? So I had this tape recorder and I just put what I just played now as something to work on. So I did on Isabel many different things until I found this mistake which I loved. Because it's... How does it
I think on D. La da da.
Yeah, where is that? What's happening?
D, E, F sharp.
Yeah. And the F sharp was a mistake. It was a mistake. Which I corrected immediately. You see, because it's supposed to... I'm playing a D minor chord.
Yes.
You know? And I do this by mistake, but quicker. And I listened to that. I said, well, it sounds nice.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's really how I started. Well, something maybe a little funny is that I record. When I record, not for the album, but I'm recording to find out what would be a nice melody on these two notes. You know? What shall I play there?
So you tried all kinds of different melodies over Isabel.
Yeah, and I did one with a mistake, and the one with a mistake is the one I kept.
Oh.
There, you know? Because that's a D major.
Yes.
And the chord there is a D minor. But immediately back to minor, you see?
Yes.
Major, then... That's what I did on guitar, listening to my solos. But meanwhile, I was making a record with...
E5. There's Michael Gibbs.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So when I was in London, I think it was in London, and there was a room with a piano. You don't really know how it's possible, but because this this was from the top. That was the first thing of this tune. No. That was the basic idea.
Can I ask, when you were writing these, when you were trying to find melodies over Isabel, were you recording what you were improvising, or you just remembered it?
Well, I first discovered Isabel.
Yeah.
And the day after, or some day afterwards, I had to do something more than that, because it was just accompanying.
Yeah.
And I called, and Isabel was just a baby, and she was just born at that time. She had this tune on a cassette or something, which doesn't stop. So it was something which could help her to fall asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's... Well, you heard it already, but yes. I mean, it was just that, with no other accords. So, and I called that tune, I called that Isabel.
Okay. Yes.
Because I didn't say to myself, oh, I'm going to play something for Isabel. No, I played something and then I said, yeah, the title will be Isabel. It's the other way around.
Okay.
I'm fucked up, but that's good. I haven't touched with you today the B part yet. It's even changed. It's in 3/4 suddenly. Mm-hmm. Did you notice that the first part of the tune is in 4/4, and then the bridge, let's call it the bridge, is goes to 3/4.
Yes.
I think that's the 3/4. Oh, it's the opposite. No, it is. The bridge is in 3/4.
Yes.
Now, don't ask me why.
And then there's the ba-boo-doo, bee-boo-doo-boo.
Yeah, but that's the one. That's the one. But with two different melodies, but the same chords. In the bridge, there is two melodies. In fact, with the same chord. The first one is... That's one of them. And
yeah, ga-boo-doo, ba-boo-doo.
Yeah, that's the second one.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
But it's on the same bridge.
Yeah, and the solo on that one was one take, I think, too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. One unique take.
Yeah.
Because I discovered with Marc Moulin, he told me, "Did you know that this guy died?" I said, "What?" And I knew that my teacher had already some tragedies in his life, and he did not need that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very, very sad about that.
So you were,
I played the solo, and then we didn't even listen to it. We listened to it another day. Mm-hmm. It was one take, let's say, and we found it great. And because I wasn't making a record with many musicians, I was alone.
Yeah.
And the boss of it, how's it called, Marc Moulin, was the guy who was with me all the time.
And you were playing with your own click track, right, from your own tape recordings?
I don't know if I needed that, but I had a tic-tac, just... I don't... Maybe it's just something you buy in the shop, tic-tac, tic-tac.
Yeah, a metronome.
A metronome, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I was finding it dangerous to because as I do many instruments myself, it was better to have one director, and which was the metronome.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to talk about Sneezing Bull now?
I remember that I was... No, it's not that.
I think it's...
How does it start?
I think it's A, B, C, da-da-da-da-be-da-da-da-dee-da-dee-doo.
Yeah. And Okay, I did that. Then I did it the second time with a different. I don't. And then another one. Something like that. It's always the same on this. I did many different things on the same chord, like that,
Yes.
until I stopped. No, I was really writing it in the kitchen. I remember I was writing this. Now, how can I play the same thing with some difference? And it was also the time when I was listening to Indian music.
Yes.
I was listening to Indian music, and for that part of the tune anyway. And then comes the bridge. No, it's not that one. I haven't played it since such a long
I think you're
time.
right. Da ba da do do be ba da ba do do da ba dee do boo do do ba do do dee do 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 dee do.
Yeah, that's the other tune.
Is it? Da dee do ba do dee do dee do 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 do. I think it's Sneezing Bull. Sorry.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a great solo on that
Yeah,
one.
I think you are right. Which is more like from the piano player of Coltrane. What was his name?
McCoy Tyner.
Yeah, McCoy, yeah. Yeah, because I was listening a lot to Coltrane also, so there was that little part there also, because I was in Indian music, but I was also into Coltrane in the same tune. But it was, I know there was something interesting there, but. You see,
Yes.
that's a bridge, and I try to make it easy, but not repeat so many things.
Yes.
It's like a. But it's a record I could do very, very quickly and very slowly in a way.
Yeah. You said that you.
I was doing many tracks. If you listen in some tunes, yeah. In this tune at the end, I add many instruments.
Yes.
On some Sneezing Bull.
Yeah. And also, you said that you recorded parts of the melody at half speed.
Yeah. Because I could not play it yet. Yeah. That's all. The reason wasn't to make something new. It was just because I cannot play it yet. So, okay, I'll just play it half speed now, but I would put the real speed later on.
Mm-hmm. There's a great clip of you playing it on Old Grey Whistle Test live on TV with the tape recorder.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you are right. Yeah. So I was working on playing 4/4 with this funny. This kind of Indian kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, I did that. I remember I did that in the kitchen that day with a pen and a little piece of paper.
Should we talk about René Thomas, the song?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's in the beginning, yeah?
Yeah. Nylon string guitar.
Charlie Mariano's sound, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
He's got a beautiful sound, man. I mean, I'm trying to put a tune. I've got already
The chords?
yeah, let's say that, the chords, yeah. And then oh man, yeah, no, okay, I do it again.
So you're saying you would try a lot of different melodies before you found one you liked?
Sometimes, yeah, but it's not always a rule, because I think I make many different things at different times, in fact. There's a lot of things in every tune, I think.
Yeah.
That's a solo, yeah.
Yeah. But are you making that up or is it written?
No, the solos are straight.
Improvised.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've talked a little bit about the song Charlotte was a Charlie Mariano tune. And then we decided that No Burl was like 5,000 Policemen but played straight and not funny. No burlesque.
Yeah, because No Burl, guess. Because I wrote that tune called No Burl and 5,000 Policemen, yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
That one is kind of funny and crazy, and the other one is serious.
And it's called No Burl because it means no burlesque, right?
Yeah, because burlesque No Burl was coming from burlesque.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a very interesting tune, that one, because it's the same. Yeah, the chord progression were exactly the same. And it doesn't sound at all like the other one.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And the only one we didn't talk about was Moss and Weeds, which is that really short one where it's just a few guitars and bass.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. And what is the title there?
It's called Moss and Weeds.
Yeah. That's a nice. But I don't know if it's linked to some kind of music. I don't think so.
Yeah, you said that your mom came up with the title.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely, because I was trying to understand how to write new melodies, kind of, and that's maybe while I was reading the book, which was not a jazz book, but where the writer was talking about the progressions of which tune was
about
that?
5,000 Policemen.
Was it that tune?
Yeah, where the chords are ascending and the modes are descending.
Yeah, is that in that tune?
Yes,
yeah,
it is 5,000 Policemen.
Yeah. And the one you just showed me now, it was also because I was reading books like that. Not many, but very slowly too. Because I was coming back, I think, from Boston.
Okay, from Berkeley, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
If you had to wrap it up for this album, what are your primary memories and how do you feel about this album now?
Well, because I liked the result of what I was doing. But you cannot make a record if you don't have if you play it alone. But the problem was that my wife was becoming pregnant, and I was not rich at all. That was something difficult for me, because then we had to go in a bigger house. Then I accepted to play with musicians just for money. Normally I would have tried to go on my way, but just writing music. But at the same time, it was important for me, because there's something I did not speak to you about, is that I like jazz because for the swing. And now I can look stupid if I say things like that, but there's so many people who play jazz just because they can do some funny music. Not funny, but I mean Well, I don't know, man. For me at that time, I was, I was playing with Lou Bennett. I was listening to Coltrane. I was listening to Miles. I was listening also to, I said Errol Garner. I did not want to play jazz which doesn't swing. I said this doesn't work for me. Yeah. Let's say, but that was because I was thinking that. I'm not saying that I'm thinking like that today. Huh? Oh. Please don't understand me. But that's what I was thinking at that time. Yeah. Voilà. And then I went to the army. Don't forget. I mean, why should you think? But it was at that time that I finished, because I studied a lot about economics and all that. Man, I've worked. Yes. You can't believe how much.
Yeah. You said philosophy and economics, right?
Well, 2 years of philosophy and 3 years of economics in a different school. Yeah.
Was the Guitars album popular when it was released?
No, I don't think so. Well, yes, no. Many people, but it's mainly now that people say these are the best records. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Why don't you do that anymore? Yeah.
That's over 50 years ago.
Well, I don't really know. And I was playing with Focus also at that time.
That's right.
Yeah. We played 50 or a little less concerts in a row.
Yeah.
But I was replacing Jan Ackerman.
Yes. And with Focus, you played Sneezing Bull and Angel Wings. Did you play other tunes of yours?
I don't think so, but the composer there is a very good composer. His name is what's his name? He plays flute and organ.
Van Leer.
Yeah. Completely different than Jan Ackerman. It's a little bit like Django and Stefan Grappelli.
Yeah.
It's a bad but it's just that funny thing. Like one is like Django. I don't think he. Where does it come from? His talent.
Yes.
And on the other side, there's somebody else, Stefan Grappelli. I told you a few days ago, or maybe more, that Jan Ackerman was really very nice with me. Mm-hmm. Even though that he decided to get out of Focus, he helped me just because I needed a better guitar or something, and he lent me one of his great guitars, which is really very nice.
And you played the gig together in Molde.
Yeah, but that's a strange thing, because that was the only time we played together.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is that we had to take 2 planes to go there, and we missed the second plane because we were not looking at our watches carefully. And we had to believe this. We had to rent a plane to go to Mulder.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember, man, we came out. We were having some food and all that in after the first plane.
Yeah.
And the second one, we said, we have to be careful because we have to be there at so and so and time. But we looked badly at that plane ticket. we looked at what time it would arrive instead of looking. So we go to the plane. Now it's time to go to the plane, and there's nobody there. The problem with me there is what I was really starting to drink a lot. Yeah, voilà.
Yeah, voilà.
It was 42 gigs, I think, in 50 days or something that.
Wow.
Yeah, and also that I played for a certain time. I played classical music. All the things that Segovia was playing.
Oh, I didn't. So you played with your fingernails and nylon string?
Yeah. With the lychees of Segovia. Yeah. He was writing wonderful, very clever way of writing. But of course, Julian Bream came afterwards. But when that teacher told me Django Reinhardt was not a real musician because he was just doing bullshit music, And then I stopped playing the classical guitar. It hurt me so much to hear that. But it's stupid of me. It shows how stupid I am too, because he was a very good teacher, that Alfonso, He was and a very nice guy, a Spanish guy. But okay, he had no respect for people like Django Reinhardt. Yeah, because he didn't learn enough, that's all. Well, man.
Yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, it's time, it's time that I have to work, man,
Yeah,
to my guitar and everything.
Well,
and I didn't play much on your guitar, but it's in my room here.
Yes.
I can see it. Yeah. Okay, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon. You call anytime.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much.
Yeah, of course. Bye-bye.